Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Calvi, a to jest kolejny odcinek serii Hogwarts Legacy. Dla przypomnienia, w poprzednim odcinku byliśmy w kopalni oraz przynieśliśmy kolejny kawałek płótna dla naszego kolegi. W tej chwili mamy się spotkać z Amitem, a z racji tego, że sobie biegamy, tam idziemy, to na wstępie chciałbym Was zaprosić na mojego Discorda oraz Twitcha, do których linki macie w opisie. Także bardzo chętnie Was tam zapraszam. Być może jakieś granie z widzami zrobimy w jakimś live'ie, ale to byśmy jeszcze zobaczyli. Także, o kurczę. Strych tam wchodzimy, czy co? Porozmawiać z Amitem. Idziemy porozmawiać w takim razie. I lecimy dalej. Kurde. No to jakiejś takiej szybkiej podróży, cykfuch. To by się tu przydało, nie ukrywam.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook? I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. You said you know gobbledygook, but how well? I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them. Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin? Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all. Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Dobra. Tylko, że my się tam teleportujemy, bo nie będziemy aż taki kawał przede wszystkim lecieć. To nie mamy jak w ogóle. Najbliżej mamy tutaj. Udamy się do dolnego, to było bodajże Hogsmeade. Cambridge. Jest tyle tych. Nie to, tylko ja chcę to. I lecimy. Naprawdę pięknie to wygląda i bardzo fajnie. Ja wiem, że my tam mamy lecieć, ale tu możemy sobie to odebrać.
Go!
Jednak tu wejść. Wejść.
Would you mind helping a wizard?
Let's go!
Tak trochę toksycznie jakby wygląda. Dobra, tu były proponowane, to ruszamy tutaj do Lodgoka.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Tutaj
I
już
shall
czekać,
see you soon.
tutaj już czekać może i nikt go tu nie zobaczy, a w jaskini... dziwne. Pyk.
Clever.
The door is looking at us.
Dobra, wchodzimy do kopalni.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Chciałem, że to jakaś kobieta przyszła nagle za nami.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Depulso! Accio!
Dobra. Chyba tędy w tym razie.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Gdzież tu
Accio! We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok.
będziemy szybać z nimi.
I won't rest. What a shoot.
Incendio!
No!
Confringo! Defendo!
Find him!
I mamy cię. Co goblinów mamy zabić? To jest sporo.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word.
Czekaj chwilę.
Revelio!
Wiem, że coś tu jest, ale raczej
Being
nie.
watched by a door. Luma! Defender!
Kolejna spałka.
Incendio! Revelio!
To jest niby skrzynka jakaś.
Confringo!
Ja bym chętnie się tam dostał, ale nie wiem, czy nam tam jest dane się dostać teraz, czy później. Wydaje mi się, że później.
I feel like a character from one of
nie
the
wiem.
adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio!
Jakieś wejście. Tajemnicze. Dobra, myślałem, że coś tu będzie, ale jednak...
Confringo!
Witam was.
Protego! Incendio!
I won't rest.
Defender! Confringo! Incendio!
Dobra.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a
To
goblin
może-
hand.
Revelio!
Wszystko
The
podnieśmy.
flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Dobra, to schodzimy niżej, skoro tu nic zbytnio nie ma. I idziemy dalej. W takim razie, tutaj coś leży.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large.
Revelio!
But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
You little move. Oh, that boy scared us. You can't stop.
Confringo!
Zostanie takim
There!
kurczę.
Incendio! Defender! Protego!
Gdzieś tam długo.
Incendio! Confringo!
Ranroka will lead us to victory.
Incendio! Confringo!
Strzelał. Nie tak. Mamy cię z głowy.
Incendio! Confringo! Defender!
Czy tu jeszcze sobie my poradzimy z...
Was that your best?
Depulso! Confringo!
Losing your stride.
Ty skąd się tu wziąłeś?
Incendio! Stay close. I've handled much worse. Revelio.
Another boiler. This place
Luma,
is more
defender.
complex than I had expected.
Incendio.
Trójką mamy, dobra.
Depulso. Accio.
Wiem, że coś dzięki temu napędzamy. Nie wiadomo co, ale coś
Revelio.
napędzamy. Tu już nie mamy co bardziej chytać. Tam nie wejdziemy w góry, ale tu coś mamy. Tam dalej.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
Nie wpadłbym. Ładnie fartem to zobaczyłem, naprawdę zobaczyłem to fartem. Byłem chyba na to po prostu tu nie wpadł. Że tutaj
Revelio.
coś może być takiego fajnego. A co myśmy tu mieli? Pieniążki, czy się zdawało? Zdawało mi się. Dobra, to wracamy już do naszego przyjaciela. Gdzie idziemy? Tu będzie chyba przejście dalej, o ile się nie mylę. Szukam informacji, tak, tutaj mamy przejście dalej. Albo i nie mamy. Na przejście, dobra. Dobra. Kształki oczywiście w cenie, więc bierzemy. Jakiś sok z robotka też weźmiemy. I lecimy dalej. Ciekawe, co oni w ogóle tu budowali. Zresztą do czego im te rury? Czy ta kopalnia była tu specjalnie zrobiona? Stanę wroga za pomocą... Dobra. Idziemy z nimi. No.
Incendio.
Weźmy sobie flaszki.
Incendio.
I won't rest. Such arrogance. Is that it? You're weak. You
To tak
had a
magikuje.
lucky shot.
Tamten.
Incendio.
Don't do that again, I beg you. I can do this for hours.
Czego się podbędziemy po prostu.
I won't rest.
Confringo.
Not quite.
Incendio.
I've been fighting since before you were born. No!
Dobra, z kartonu.
I will make you. Pity.
Incendio.
Right? You won't stop me.
Tamtego rozwalić na pewno.
Defendo. Confringo.
To nie zmieniamy to.
You can't stop
Revelio.
us.
Levioso.
Your spells glance off of me.
Confringo. Defendo.
I won't rest.
Incendio.
Let's get this. Rubber up wise coming back
Łatwy
this
sposób.
way.
Pokonali się. Co tu jeszcze?
I will make you.
Kolego, tu jest jedno
Confringo.
momencie.
Defendo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Revelio.
Dobra, także w taki sposób, co myśmy to... Coś tu mamy ciekawego. Tu jest jakieś przejście. Każda wyposażenia są pełne. Sprzedać. Oto sprzedać wyposażenie. Co możemy tu się pozbyć czegoś? Czego? Aha. Tylko pieniądze. To za... Tego już nie możemy podnieść, ale no dobra.
Accio.
Musimy chycić.
Propulsor. Revelio.
Możemy tego chycić.
Yes, of course. Defendo. Incendio. Accio.
Teraz możemy to chycić. Dobra, ale coś mamy.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Dobra. Ciekawe. Świdry. Obstawiam, że będą chcieli się po
There must be a
prostu...
quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Cześć, Amit.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Myślałem, że będą chcieli się po prostu przywiercić do tych skrytek. Rzecz też dziwne, bo ten goblin taką mocą się obsługiwał, że byłoby mu to raczej niepotrzebne. Po prostu tam kłamać. Ale...
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Tu wyjście. Dobra. To wychodzimy stąd w takim razie. Jakieś tam pułapki na nas nie było.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Bywaj, kolego. Zobaczymy, co ma dla nas Lodgok.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
O, powiem, że to było bardzo ciekawe. Zobaczmy jeszcze nasze talenty. Są talenty, gdzie są talenty? Talenty. Ja bym chciał podstawowe. Chciał wykupić to. Ale to już mi się wydaje, że sobie poza kradzione jajo. Myślę, że kolejną taką naszą wyprawą będzie właśnie ta. To jest... tak. Także udamy się do naszej przyjaciółki.
Handy resource indeed,
Oh.
your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
That's what the teachers would say.
Wow. To może jeszcze się trochę przejdziemy po tym Hogsmeade? To wiecie co? Ta sala z takimi świeczkami u góry też się zmieniła w Hogwarcie w takim razie, chyba. Pokaż to. Czarodziej stworzył krzyżówkę. No dobrze. No,
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
serwerki. Dasz nam czy nie dasz nam? To święta do Hogwartu przybyły już 2 miesiące wcześniej. Ale no, nieźle. Uważam, że naprawdę ładnie to wygląda. Ciekawy bardzo.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Dobrze. A wydaje mi się, że do tego gniazda skoczę w kolejnym odcinku. Gdzie my w ogóle jesteśmy na mapie? Rozumiem. Jesteśmy po prostu w X-terenie, który nie jest dostępny normalnie. No dobrze. W takim razie widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku. Jeszcze raz zapraszam wszystkich na mojego Twitcha oraz Discorda. Dzięki, że byliście. Dzięki, że gramy razem. Zapraszam do pozostawienia lajka, komentarza. Jeżeli wam się film podobał, trzymajcie się. Hej, hej.